Hey guys, JB here. Excited you're with me today. I hope you're having a fantastic day as always. This is more of a community than a channel, so I'd love to hear from you in the comments. And if you don't mind hitting that like button, it helps us with the algorithm. Today, though, we're talking a little bit about productivity. Going to be working on some new series. I'm actually hiring some new help so I can focus more on the channel. I'm super excited about what we're doing with the community. Remember, Thursdays, I'm working hard to go live at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1800 GMT. Would love to have you. But today, a little bit about a productivity discussion. And I'm going to talk about what's called the PDCA cycle. Now, if you've ever looked at my Get It Done Now plan, which you can go over to morningcoach.com and get for free, and get on my email list, and I send an email once a week, you can see what I do. And primarily years ago, I started using the PDCA in my life. And the reason was because if you don't know my history, without getting into it tremendously, most people that are watching know, but I was in aerospace. I had left college after 3 colleges. I was up and down, went and built a perfume company, sold perfume wholesale. That's a whole nother story. Went out to do my MBA in Arizona. And when I was out there, a company hired me to work for them selling T-53 Huey engine repairs. Yeah, engine repairs for the big Huey helicopters. And so I got in aerospace and I worked for about 5 or 6 companies over 15 years. I'm 51. Yes, I've got some experience. And over that time, I was still studying personal development, productivity, manufacturing, and eventually was on the board of directors and run companies. So obviously at that time, we had this thing called Six Sigma. We had quality, obviously it was all about quality management, lean manufacturing. This was the aerospace industry, right? So this is, traveling, having people travel, making sure they're safe, very, very secure industry, big industry. And I was very active in that. And most of the people that I worked with were aerospace engineers. Now, I had a Bachelor of General Studies degree, then I did an MBA, and then later on in life I did a PhD in metaphysics, but I never had the engineering background. But I was surrounded with it. I was more of a people person, helping people with the things they were going to do more than the engineer on the side, but I was in the engineering. So that led me to study Deming. And Deming is known really as the person that went to Japan and really changed the manufacturing processes in Japan that really gave them the advantage in the 80s as they started coming out with Hondas and making the cars and Toyotas and defeating our car companies. And he was really known for this continuous improvement, this Kaizen term out of Japanese, if you heard it before, in this PDCA cycle, who actually was a gentleman named Walter Schuhart, is the one that actually created this idea. But it's a very simple idea that you can apply to everything in life. So my background in this aerospace industry, working as far as with the engines and internal engine components, and then moving on into sales and the GE kind of knowledge and area, Jack Welch, learning all that stuff over 15 years. As I was putting together my systems, the Sacred Six book, the Get It Done Now, Morning Coach, and the 4,000 plus episodes, and all the things that I've done to coach people, this had a big impact on my own productivity and growth. So the PDCA cycle, the plan, do, check, act cycle, works very good for any type of growth or any type of productivity. I'm actually doing it here on this channel. And basically what I've done is I've put an entire year together, which allows me to build around things that I'm looking to do. So December is typically my plan month. That's when I do all my planning. I get organized. I really know what I want to achieve for the year. I look at the year past. I say, how can I work less and make more money? These are some of the questions that you'll get here on the channel. It's part of my coaching, which is my real job that I do literally for thousands of people around the world. But when it comes to really digging in, it's like, okay, I understand this is what I'm going to do. YouTube is going to grow, hopefully to 100,000 subscribers soon, and we're going to put some effort into that. But what is the plan to do that? So that's where we put the plan together in the continuous improvement cycle. Then we move into the do. And the do is we start doing it. I'm putting videos out every day. I'm using this as a great example, right? I'm putting videos out almost every day. I'm learning. I'm buying new cameras. I'm learning about YouTube. I really don't understand this, but I'm trying to figure out how to build community. How do I make this work? Getting coaching, that's what's considered do. Then as February comes along, which is coming up, I'm going to check what I have done. And that's where my check and act happen. It's in February. It's okay, let's see what's going on. What happened? Did the new cameras work? Is the system working? Are things happening? And if not, then what I do is I act. Okay, so that's this constant circle that's going. Now I act, and that's basically kind of the new plan. And then guess what happens? You get back into the do again. Then you do for a few months, check it out, see where you're at, what's going on, and then act on it. You do that for the entire year, through the quarters of the year. And as you do that, whatever it is, whether you want to learn how to use e-ink devices and become better with e-ink devices, you want to learn YouTube, you want to lose weight, you want to be a better guitarist, you want to start a business, anything in your growth and development can use the PDCA. And that's why I love it so much. I use it for my golf game. My golf game is getting better. I'm almost a single-digit handicap, and I've been working hard at it, and I'm doing the PDCA. So my plan is to work 150 in this year. That's what I'm doing right now. It's kind of funny. And then game management. So I'm taking the driver out of my hands. I can hit my driver 280 to 290. I'm long, but I'm trying to figure out how can I score. And just because you're long doesn't mean you score. So I'm playing more 4-irons and more 3-woods, and I'm doing it right now. So guess what happens in February? What are the things that are working? Continuous improvement. I'm going to act on them and then correct the plan, course correct. So one of the things I see with a lot of people in productivity, especially in manufacturing or in their own personal lives or building a business, is they get a plan and they never check it, and they never kind of get in this continuous improvement flow. And that's why I built my Get It Done Now system and what I've done to help people in my coaching side to really do that. And again, if you want to get a look at this, just go over to morningcoach.com. You'll get on my email list and go through all that stuff. But at the end of the day, you'll still see what I'm doing, and you can start to apply this in your life in any area. That's what's so beautiful about it. I don't care whatever you're trying to improve, whatever you're trying to get better at, the PDCA works because you're going to put a plan together, you're going to go do it, and then you're going to check and act. Weight loss, let's think about weight loss. So you're trying to lose weight, right? So you put the plan together. I'm going to lose weight. What are you going to do? I'm going to eat less calories, going to move. These are the things that I'm going to do. As you do this, you do a food journal. You kind of see what is working and what isn't. You just focus on the do. So in December, you made your plan. In January, you do the do. 2 weeks into February, we have our check. That's when we're going to check it. Did it work? What worked? What didn't work? You improve your efficiency. I'm not going to get into the Pareto principle and then really just getting things going in this video, but I will do it in future videos if you want more of this, because I can really help you become productive. This is something, I run a couple businesses. I play golf every single day, almost. I'm going for 300, I think 250, 300 rounds this year. Doing videos almost every day. I do my coach casts every day. I launch courses. How do I do all this? Well, I'm going to help show you some of that here on the channel if you want that. And a lot of these devices that I use go within that workflow, and I will get into that. But I first wanted to start talking about the PDCA because you've got to understand the basic philosophy of what I believe in. I believe you get a plan, you start to execute on that plan, that is the plan, then you do it. Don't try to correct it in the middle of it. Just do it. Do it for a little bit of time. And as you're doing it, you're going to learn. And as you do it, then you check, right? And that's when you act. And if you have those set up consistently, then you can get into a plan and your expectations can kind of step back. Look, if the channel isn't growing, if it's not working, I can change everything, but I can't do that until my check and act, right? If I'm not losing weight, I'm trying, well, at least give it a month and a half. Give it some time. And that's why we work in months and quarters, and then we can check and act based on the plan. You're trying to build a business, you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to get in shape, you're trying to get better at golf, you're trying to learn a language. Every single thing that you're looking to do in your life can use this. And again, it goes back to Deming and what I learned years ago from all the engineers that I worked with, and I've just applied it to people. And it really helps me become more efficient and it allows me to focus in. And like I said, that's the productivity part of it where I can golf every day, right? I can do the things that I want to do because I know the things that I need to be doing and I'm not wasting time. I'm not sitting in front of the computer for 6 hours and just wasting time trying to be busy. Okay, so PDCA, plan, do, check, act. Put your system together in the things that you want to accomplish and watch how much better your life will become. And if you can teach this to your children, geez, what an advantage they would have. I had to learn this later in life, but the PDCA can really help you. And hopefully you enjoyed it. So if you got some value of this, please click that thumbs up for me. Subscribe for more. We have a Facebook group you want to join. We're starting to get that rolling. We also, if you go over to morningcoach.com, you can get my free planner and get on my email list where I send some emails out. We're having fun here. building a community. That's really what it's about. I want to be here for you. And then, of course, lives on Thursday. Stop on by. But it's all about helping you get to where you want to be. Look, at the end of the day, there's a ton of ways that you can live your life. I have really found some really cool ones that really can help you. And it doesn't matter what you do. But if you implement a few of these ideas, all of a sudden, your life gets better. And that's what I love to do. That's when I get the energy, when I get that comment like, I did it and it worked. That's what I'm about. All right, go have a fantastic day. Keep the dream alive, keep the energy positive, and keep loving life. I'll see you in the next video.